Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of India Cine-MANIAC 10-minute movie reviews. That's right, episode 3 of my 10-minute reviews. And tonight, today I am going to review Pathaan. So this movie came out in 2023, and I was excited to watch this because it's a new movie. It's also a movie that stars Shah Rukh Khan, who you guys have talked about since we started doing the Indian movies, and I have not seen a movie that he is in. He's supposed to be up there with Amir Khan, and you guys know how I feel about Amir Khan. So I wanted to watch this, and it was available on Amazon Prime. So I did. It stars Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone. I'm sure I'm mucking up these names, and John Abraham, who made quite an impression. It was co-written and directed by Siddharth Anand, and it was a Yash Raj film, who I'm getting to understand is a big action producer. I think he did the Doom series. So I didn't know what to expect. I mean, based on the trailer, it was I knew it was going to be crazy, and it did not disappoint. It kind of had a Fast and Furious vibe to it. And if you like those movies, then you're going to like this. If you don't, I don't know if you will or not. I think I went into this wanting to know about Khan and how good he was, and I have to say, he was great in this. Very charismatic. His opening scene, he's getting tortured, and he was very cool about it. And he they're torturing him, and he breaks out, and he ends up in a helicopter, and he was kind of smirking and a wink and a nod. So the whole movie, logic gets thrown out the window. And that's not a criticism. That's just the reality of it. It's an over the top spy series, I guess. And from now that I've done some research on it, it's the fourth in a series that includes Tiger, Tiger Zinda, and Hai, and the movie War. And these are movies that you guys have actually recommended to me. And after watching this movie, I'm real interested in seeing those other ones because I love the over the top action. It was nuts, and it was also a little sexier with the female lead than I'm used to seeing in these movies. She was beautiful, and they used that beauty quite a bit. But she wasn't just eye candy. She was kicking ass out there. Very impressive. And I'm not going to do any spoilers because there's a chance we'll talk about the show on the Big Show somewhere down the road, because I think it's on the Wheel of Fate, and we will have spoilers then. So I'm not going to spoil this movie. But she was excellent, and she held her own. And in the fight scenes was pretty impressive, and their chemistry was really good. Her and Khan. But the villain for me really stood out, John Abraham. And I recently watched, in fact, the next movie I'm going to review is going to be Doom, the first one, and he's the villain in it. So this movie, Pathaan, was the first time I ever seen him. And then when I saw him in Doom, I was like, this guy's a great villain. Again, I used the word once, but very charismatic, has a lot of presence. And in this movie was a good foil for Shah Rukh Khan's character, Pathaan. The whole movie was just nuts. I mean, there were the action scenes, especially towards the end when they when they wore the wings with the jetpack. That was freaking crazy. I was not expecting that. Now there was also a great fight scene on a train that he takes on a bunch of guards, and then somebody drops in, and it was Salman Khan, who starred in well, he's the tiger in the spy movie, and he was great, and it really made me want to see more of him, and why I want to watch those other movies, because he was really good in this, and his action scenes were great, and they were funny together. The banter between the two of them was funny, and there's a scene where the train is going off this bridge, and they're just running full speed to try to get off the train before it falls down. And at one point they're sitting there on the train talking about their lives, and obviously it seems to be because I think they've known each other and been in the film business for like 30 years. So what they were really talking about were themselves. Now, Khan, I guess this was his first starring role in like 5 years. The last one was Zero, which I read a little bit about, which sounds kind of intriguing, where he plays a diminutive person. Um, so uh, I don't know why he hasn't done anything in 5 years. So if anybody knows why, let me know because I thought he was great in this. Very physical, looked great, and again, my complaint about Amir Khan, I've said it from the beginning. My favorite actor out there, but his hair is just doesn't have it. This guy's got some serious hair and magnificent flowing. And he does a dance number in the credits, a song where the fans blowing on him. Ah, just magnificent. So I really did like this movie, but you have to go into it um, and shut a part of your brain off because logic goes out the window. And maybe I know all these films happen in the same universe, and maybe some of the logic laws don't apply. I will say this, however, it did take a real tonal shift at one point, something I was not expecting, because it was pretty, even though there was violence, it was pretty tongue in cheek, and there was a lot of humor. And Khan, with his one-liners and his takes, were very funny. But there is a scene about a three-quarters of the movie where a really serious situation happens, and I was not expecting that. Now, again, I say this all the time. I still haven't gotten used to the real stark tonal shifts that these movies take, and this one took it in that scene. And I won't say what the scene is because that would be a spoiler. But I'm sure you guys, if you've seen this movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. And obviously, it's the motivation for Khan to take out Abraham, the villain. That again took me by surprise. I liked it, and it gave a little more weight to what he was trying to do. But it did. It was like I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. So so overall, I have to say I really enjoyed this movie. It went by fast. I don't even know how long it was, but it certainly didn't seem long. And frankly, some of these movies which are long, there are times where you sit there, you're looking at your watch because they're that long and nothing's happening. I didn't feel that way in this. There was something always happening, and I just found him charming. I found him funny. Um, his physical presence, the stunts he was doing, the fighting was fantastic, and the action scenes are nuts. I mean, they did a fight on top of a truck that I had to have been an homage to The Matrix, the way they did it because they had to be wire work, but it was with two helicopters. It was nuts. I'm like, how much? I don't even know what the budget was for this movie, but it had to have been big. But I really enjoyed it, and it did make me. I did a little trailer diving for some of his other movies, um, to see if anything piques my interest, and I did see the trailer to A Man Named Khan, and that one caught me by surprise. Ultimately, what that movie's about. So that's not on my next few movies list, but I am going to watch it. I want to see him. In the action stuff and some of the comedy stuff that's supposed to be pretty good. So I understand why him and Amir Khan have a little bit of rivalry going because I think they're both really good. And the guy who plays Tiger, I don't know much about him, but he was great too, and I'd like to see more of him. And John Abraham, because I've seen two movies with him, and he's the bad guy in both. Does he play a hero in any of them? Because he's got quite a presence too. So here's my advice, without giving the spoilers away, which and by the way, in the comment section, don't give any spoilers. You guys did that with my little John Wick thing, and people were angry about it. So if you want to message me, fine. Well, I'll talk spoilers all day, but don't put them in the comments so we don't ruin it for anybody. And listen, again, the reason why I'm putting more content on with these 10-minute reviews is to get our subscriber base up. We're over 2,000, which is great. I'm so appreciative of that. But if you know anyone that would like these and like to see them, please share it, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification button. We really appreciate it. Okay, so that's my quick 10-minute review. And my next review, the next one I am going to do will be the original Doom. That's right. I've reviewed Doom 3. I'm going to take a look at the one that started it all. So that'll be the next one. That'll drop sometime this week. And on the big show this week, the main show, we're actually filming shortly. We're going to do Lagan. So make sure you check that out too on the big show. Again, thanks for watching and thanks for your feedback on these short reviews. I really appreciate it, and I'm learning as I go. So anything you can do to help is greatly appreciated. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.